A girl named Rachel tells Bam to forget about her as she ascends the tower to see the stars, disappearing behind the gates. Bam suddenly finds himself on the first floor of the tower, where he meets the caretaker, Hedden. Hedden explains that to climb the tower, participants must pass through various tests on each floor. The first test is to reach and break a ball hidden behind a giant steel-covered eel. Before Bam can enter the cage, however, a girl named Yuri and her companion, Evan, intervene, giving him a pocket that contains information about the tower. The pocket can switch between visible and invisible modes, as well as allow users to understand the tower's language. Yuri also lends Bam the powerful Black March sword, which can either be dull or extremely sharp depending on the user. Understanding the true nature of the test, which is to challenge participants' willingness to embrace death, Bam allows himself to be swallowed by the eel, intending to cut his way out from the inside. However, since Bam cannot wield Black March, Evan suggests he request its strength, enabling him to break the ball and move on to the next floor. Yuri chases after him to reclaim her sword. On the second floor, Bam is confronted by 399 other contestants, and the next test involves a brutal elimination match to reduce the number of participants to 200. Bam recalls his memory of being alone and amnesiac in a dark cave until Rachel found him, took care of him, and taught him about the world. During the test on the second floor, Bam meets two other contestants, Kun Aguero Agnes and Rock Wraithrazor. Both recognize the Black March by the symbol on its hilt, which piques Kun's interest and makes Rock determined to hunt Bam down in order to grow stronger. Kun forms an alliance with Bam and persuades Rock to join them when the test requires participants to form teams of 3. On the mothership, Test Administrator and ranker Lero Ro challenges the contestants to withstand his water barrier, formed using the tower's power known as Shinsu. Everyone but Bam, who stands firm due to his good luck, is pushed back by the Shinsu. After the test, Lero Ro warns Bam to avoid getting too close to Kun, and the victors are taken to another room for the third test. In this new venue, Kun reveals to Bam that the sky they see is a Shinsu imitation of the real sky, and they meet the test's director, Hansung Yu. Hansung challenges them to find the correct door out of 12 identical doors in 10 minutes, but only one attempt is allowed. Despite Kun's analysis, his past of betrayal by his half-sister Maria, who was chosen to become a princess of Jihad with his help, haunts him. This betrayal led to the exile of the Aguero family. Kun's mother's warnings about never trusting anyone led him to close his heart. In his panic, Kun inadvertently opens the wrong door, but Hansung reveals that the true condition was to open any door within 5 minutes. Lero Ro then administers a bonus test, which is voluntary, but anyone who passes would be granted permission to climb the tower. The test involves 5 rounds where teams must steal a crown and hold it on the throne for as long as possible, with 2 other team members acting as defenders. As the second round begins, Bam feels the Black March react strangely when a girl resembling Rachel appears. Kun and Loro, a participant from another team, deduce that the one sitting on the throne is always at a disadvantage, as other teams fight for the crown. However, Kun hesitates to enter the game as Anak Jihad, a powerful girl with the Green April sword, currently holds the crown. The Green April is one of the 13-month series of Ignition weapon swords, only bestowed upon the princesses of Jihad, including Yuri and Anayak. Anayak challenges Bam to a bet. If his team wins, she will give him her sword, but if they lose, he must give her a Black March. If Bam refuses to participate, she threatens to kill him and steal the sword after the game. With Loro's team disqualified for trespassing, Kun uses his tricks to gain the crown, placing Bam on the throne. A mysterious and ruthless team, including Rachel, enters the game, and Bam immediately jumps to protect her when she is attacked by a masked female player. Both Bam and Rachel are struck on the head, causing them to fall to the floor. Bam vows to protect her, but a strange explosion of Shinsu erupts, and it seems as though Bam becomes Shinsu itself and attacks the player, breaking the tower's strict rules. The crown game ends without a victor when the crown is destroyed from the intense energy release, and Bam leaves the throne during the game. Due to his head injury, Bam is taken to the infirmary. Rachel later visits Bam in the infirmary, where she meets Kun and asks him for a favor. Meanwhile, Lero Ro confronts Hansung about his role in the bonus round, questioning his motives. Hansung responds that the administrators are meant to prevent dangerous individuals from gaining the tower's power, hinting that Bam might be one such individual. 5 days pass since the crown game, and Rachel asks Kun to lie to Bam, telling him she was never there, hoping to avoid becoming a burden to him. Kun quickly realizes Rachel doesn't care about Bam and distances them both, fulfilling her request. When Bam awakens, Kun explains the roles for the fourth test: Fisherman, close combat; Spear Bearer, long-range attack; Lighthouse Bearer, provides illumination and gathers information; Scout, observes enemy movement and assists the fisherman; and Wave Controller, supports the team using Shinsu. Bam is assigned the Wave Controller role, a position that involves using Shinsu to help the team. To use Shinsu beyond normal limits, participants must form contracts with the Floor Masters, but Bam is warned that receiving a contract will bind him. Everyone works hard to pass their classes. During mealtimes, Bam meets Endorsi Jihad, another princess of Jihad, who claims Anak is an imposter. Kun later discovers that Anak was made a princess of Jihad but is believed to be dead. In a fierce battle between Endorsi and Anak, the true identity of Anak is revealed. She is the daughter of the deceased princess, and her parents were killed by the other princesses, prompting her to enter the tower for revenge. Jihad, the first person to climb the tower and become its king, forbids the princesses of Jihad from having relationships or bearing children to prevent the inheritance of his power. The fight between Endorsi and Anak ends when they both fall into a pit, severely injured. In the final placement test, participants, except Rock and Ghost, must play a game of tag, with each team member needing to help their team's IT steal the badge from the other team's IT or reach the goal. Kun's strategy is to delay Quant long enough for Anak, the secret IT, to reach the goal. When Quant finds Kun instead of Anak on the bridge, Kun lies, claiming Anak jumped off, but she is actually safe under the bridge, floating with the lighthouse. Quant realizes the trick and jumps down after Kun, but Kun is saved by Anak, who uses the Green April as a vine rope. On the bridge, Quant finds Kun and Loro, who offer him a ride to steal Anak's badge. It's later revealed that Kun betrayed his team to help Bam and his friends from Team B pass the test. As Team A loses, Team B proceeds to the next round. Unlike Team A, Team B struggles with internal conflict over who will be it, until Endorsi declares she will be. Serena's backstory is revealed. She was once a burglar, and after watching her friends be killed by a rancor, she became a regular. In the current round, Quant catches up with Endorsi and her team, but she unexpectedly turns against them. Endorsi reveals that she intends to kill the other fishermen on Team B to ensure her victory. Bam runs to Rachel's side, and he and Quant discover that Ho is holding Rachel hostage at knife point. Ho demands Bam kill Rachel to keep his motivation to climb the tower. In a desperate attempt, Ho accidentally stabs Rachel in the back. Bam uses a Shinsu technique that took him years to master to paralyze Ho and save Rachel, though she's severely injured. Ho, realizing he was outplayed and powerless, kills himself with the knife. Serena and Endorsi arrive and use one of the fisherman's weapons to attack Quant. With Bam's help, Endorsi secures Quant's badge, and Team B wins. Rachel and Ho are taken to emergency care. Bam tells Kun and Rock that Rachel might never walk again. He invites his friends to a small funeral for Ho, and they later have a remembrance party. Serena, feeling she won't pass the test and seeing no purpose, leaves the inner tower. Test director Hansung Yu meets Wave Controller teacher Yuga, who secretly reveals his true identity as Lo Po Bia Ren, a member of the Royal Enforcement Division. Ren is tasked with retrieving the Green April and potentially eliminating the false princess, Anak Jihad. Yu unexpectedly grants Ren permission to pursue his mission. The next morning, participants learn whether they passed the test. Hansung announces that Rachel has failed, but Kun requests to take the administrator's test to save her. Yu reminds him that only irregulars can consult with the administrator. Bam then reveals that he is won, shocking everyone. Hansung approves Bam's request to meet the administrator, a colossal otherworldly entity residing deep within the tower. The administrator explains that to grant Rachel the ability to climb the tower, Bam must pass a unique test. The challenge involves guiding a massive aquatic creature, the guardian bull, away from Rachel as she crosses a Shinsu-filled body of water. If Rachel succeeds, she will regain her ability to climb the tower. However, the administrator cryptically warns Bam that this test will come at a price. Rachel is placed inside a bubble protected by Shinsu, while Bam, along with Kun, Rock, and others, works to distract the guardian bull. During the trial, Rachel appears helpless, depending entirely on Bam's efforts to protect her. The battle against the bull becomes intense, revealing the monster's immense strength and near invincibility. Bam, using an extraordinary level of Shinsu manipulation, temporarily overwhelms the bull, creating an opportunity for Rachel to progress. In the final moments of the test, Bam approaches Rachel's bubble to ensure her safety. However, Rachel unexpectedly pushes him into the Shinsu abyss, betraying him without hesitation. As Bam falls into the depths, he is left confused and heartbroken, unable to understand her actions. The scene shifts to Rachel, who is now declared victorious and deemed fit to continue climbing the tower. The aftermath reveals the truth. Rachel had always envied Bam's mysterious power and charisma. The tower's caretaker, Hedden, had manipulated her by exploiting her jealousy, promising her a chance to see the stars if she betrayed Bam. Rachel had entered the tower with the belief that she was the destined one to climb it, but upon realizing Bam's innate talent, she grew resentful. Hedden crafted the test to separate Bam and Rachel, knowing it would reveal their true natures. Bam's friends mourn his apparent death, unaware of the betrayal. Meanwhile, Rachel feigns grief and innocence, gaining the sympathy of the remaining participants. Kun, however, begins to suspect Rachel, noticing inconsistencies in her story. Despite his doubts, he chooses to stay silent for the time being. Unbeknownst to everyone, Bam survives the fall, landing in a hidden part of the tower. There he encounters a mysterious figure who offers him a choice: to abandon his pursuit of Rachel or to rise stronger than ever to uncover the secrets of the tower. With newfound determination, Bam resolves to continue his journey, no longer as the naive boy seeking Rachel, but as someone determined to forge his own path. The story concludes with Bam training in secret, preparing for his return to the tower. Meanwhile, Rachel, basking in her false victory, climbs higher, unaware of the storm that Bam's return will bring.